So just coming to our lying down position. Just getting comfy here. Now whether you've got the feet out flat or the knees bent up, just settling down. Just feeling the points where the body is supported by the mat. It's being sure that the chin is tucked in, just so the back of the neck is long. And just letting everything settle and slow. And we just tune into our breaths. Just hearing the sound each inhale and exhale makes. And just observing those movements that are going on within as well. Just allowing the mind to empty as the thoughts drift away. Just being present only in the now as we observe the breath as it naturally lengthens with time. And just letting go. Everything calming and stilling. And savouring these moments of stillness. And then, as we always do, just taking 3 long deep breaths with a pause between the inhale and exhale. That big inhale, filling the lungs, ribs and tummy as we hold this for a second. Through parted lips, sighing it away. Twice more to our rhythm. Those 3 breaths done, just letting the breath return to normal. Not forcing it in any way. And then just move gently as we first start with the neck, rocking side to side. Just easing around these neck muscles. And then as we ease that off, back to center, that chin still tucked in. And just give the wrists a little rotate. And then it's moving it down to the ankles and feet. And then, as we center that off, we'll just stretch it out, so bringing the palms to the side if they're not already. As we inhale, reaching these arms up and over. As the movement fills the breath. Gently exhale, those palms back down to the side. As we repeat again, but bringing the toes in as well. So inhale, arms up and over, as we flex the toes away. Exhale, palms back down by the sides, flexing the toes up. Twice more. And as if we've had these 3 breaths, leaving these palms back down by the sides in stillness, the feet and ankles relaxed. And then we'll inhale, bringing the feet in so those knees are up, ready for pelvic tilting. And then bridge so the heels quite close in to the hips, with the palms face down, starting with pelvic tilting. As that inhale, just that subtle peel of the hips, as they lift up a smidge. As we exhale down, breath by breath. So as we do, that small curve of the lower spine flattens on the mat. As we exhale down, as that natural curve returns. And on the next inhale, if you want, you can lift these hips up to the sky in full bridge. Not holding. Just exhale. Peeling the spine back down vertebrae by vertebrae. Twice more. Inhale and lift. And exhale down. Final one. When you're down, just counter stretching. As we take a hold of each knee individually, drawing them out and up to the sides of the chest. Having a rock or enjoying the stillness if you like. And observing as well as that lower back is pressed on the mat. And then, to inhale, we're bringing the knees together, sending the palms out to the side at shoulder height, ready for a twist. As we exhale over to any side, taking that look over the opposite shoulder only if you like, and just breathing into it, observing the breath in this open side of the chest. With each exhale, releasing, relaxing a little further around. As we inhale back to center, exhaling across to the other side. Might observe some difference on this side. And just easing around with each exhale. And again, inhale to center. You can squeeze these knees in, maybe a quick rock if you like. And then these palms can come to rest down by the sides. As we inhale, lift these feet up towards the ceiling. As much a bend in the knees as you need. And we can start by giving these ankles a rotate. It's going both ways. And then maybe that loose shake off. And then, can we point the heels up towards the ceiling? As if we're trying to stretch the legs. Don't force this too much though. Each exhale as they relax. Then with these palms, we can either take a hug around the thigh or maybe a little higher up. And then slowly on an exhale, can we draw the legs a little closer towards us? This will extend the stretch in the back of the legs and get into the lower back as well. Easing with the exhale. Lovely. And then, next exhale, we're going to lower one heel onto the mat as we hug the other knee into the chest. Squeezing this other knee in. The shoulders dropped and that chin tucked. And then, let's inhale this leg up to the ear. Now we're going to make this a twist. So taking a hold of the leg in the air with the opposite hand, and the other hand comes out to shoulder height. Can we exhale? Going across, so we're going over the bent knee that's on the floor. That's it, we've all got the right way. Now when the leg's on the floor, it might straighten. Again, don't force it. Taking that look over the opposite shoulder, only if comfortable. The hand that was holding the leg might be able to reach the toes. Again, don't force it. Just easing out. Again, stretching the back of these legs and the hips. As we inhale, can we bring everything back up to center? And then let's swap. So let's send this leg down and inhale the other up, taking a hold with the opposite arm as the other arm comes out to shoulder height. Oh, and then exhale over. The leg on the floor, it might straighten. Taking that look over the opposite shoulder, only if it's comfy. If you feel you need to bend the knee at all, just let that happen too. You might observe some strong differences on this side. Just easing, releasing, relaxing. And then that's inhale back up to center as we hug this knee in, squeezing it in, shoulder dropped. And then let's bring the other one in, hugging around the thighs. Ready? Yep. To rock up, but take your time, massage the back. Coming up to your comfortable seated position. Finding that spine long and light. Oh, I didn't even say it yet. No, don't have the legs out straight. Bend them in first. So we've done our job so far getting into the back of the legs. Your turn now, Aileen. Nice and long. Just rooting down, getting herself settled here. That chin tucked in. Observing the breath. As it lengthens and relaxes. But before we go anywhere, let's just work all the way around the neck. That exhale as we look up and stretch the front. Inhaling to center. As we exhale, looking down. Every inhale back. the ears come to the shoulders. Breath by breath, side by side. And when we come back, let's just roll this neck around, or whatever feels right for you. If you rolled it one way though, going the other too. And in time, bringing this head back up. Everything nice and long and settled. Let's stretch the sides too. So one arm. So we inhale that up. So it reaches up. And exhaling over. Whether the elbow's on the floor or not, doesn't matter where the bottom palm is. Reaching this top arm, stretching into this side. Now, to change it up and move it to the higher spine, can we exhale? This top arm is almost coming down. Now, this is a very odd sensation. We're stretching the sides and somewhere up here too. As if we're folding to the side. But then, let's inhale, back up. A normal side stretch. To wherever we land, reaching that top arm over. And again, let's plant this top palm. Doesn't really matter where it goes. You just probably feel a few things move. And as we inhale again, back up. Just palms together. And down through heart center. Shoulders dropping. As we inhale this time, arms out to shoulder height. Eagle, so bringing one elbow on top. Whether those palms wrap around and interlock or the back of the palms touch. Can we inhale gently, those elbows up to shoulder height. Observing that stretch across the upper back. And then, if it's comfortable, and being cautious of the hips, can we fold down? Now, the elbows might touch the floor, but they might come nowhere near close. Again, you should feel this move up the spine. And we inhale again, back up. To unravel. Other side. So that other elbow on top. Wherever those palms come. That's it, inhale those elbows up. Observing any difference on this side. And exhale, folding down to wherever we go. Not forcing things too much. And inhale, back up. Unraveling, arms down. That's it. And then, back to the legs. Send them out wide. Doesn't matter how wide. Flick the toes up. So we have a subtle stretch already. If we need a bend or a cushion under the knees, then do that. It's finding this lift in the chest first. And that chin tucks. And then let's bring the back in. Inhale, palms together up above. Exhaling over any leg, folding over. Whether you hold the toes or the floor or the leg. Bending the knee if you need. And every inhale as if we're breathing in a little taller out of the hips, making that space in the spine. Exhale, releasing, folding that little bit more. As we stretch the spine and the leg. As we inhale, back up. Cross the other side. Exhale, folding over. And same again, inhaling that length as if we're making it longer. Exhale, releasing down. And again. Inhaling back. Be unfair not to do the side stretch. So looking over any leg. And exhaling over. You might hold the toes. Again, it might just be the leg. Do those top fingers reach the toes? It's easing down. And back to center for the second leg. We look over and exhale, stretching this side. And back. Inhale, palms together, down through heart center. As the shoulders drop. We'll bring the soles of the feet together. Now they might come close in or it might not at all. And if it's comfortable, and only if you can keep the spine lengthened, take a hold of the feet. If you can't keep the spine lengthened, the palms on the knees is fine. Now if you've got a hold of the feet, can you peel it open a little like a book? That just gets into the hips. Every inhale, that lengthens the spine as well. Next exhale, let's just release the grip on the feet. Just to hold them gently, or the knees if you are. We're going down the middle. Can we exhale? Take this cautiously. Really getting into those hips. The knees might just naturally widen out. Finding that length in the spine. Ooh. As we inhale, gently back up. Are our hips on fire, or are we all good? That was a nod, so I'm taking that's all good. Oh, that's fine. Because from your seated, can we somehow roll through to a squat? Now, I say roll. Now, your squat, whether the feet are out super wide or whether you've got the heels together, and it doesn't matter if you're on the tips of the toes. It's wherever is comfortable. And if you like, you can bring the palms together, sending the elbows between the knees. Now keeping the spine lengthened, maybe exhale, pushing the knees out a little. Don't force it too much. Keeping our balance as well. And then, going to exhale, release. We're going to come into a forward fold. So from our squat, the palms are roughly on the floor. Enough so we can inhale, bringing the hips up. And you can walk these feet together. And in your forward fold, with a slight bend in the knees, it's letting everything hang, or maybe holding the elbows. It's that release and relax in the lower spine. That stretch in the legs. That head nice and loose. And then, let's just help it out. So on the inhale, drawing the arms up towards the knees to a flat back position. Exhale, sigh it away. Twice more. You've had those 3. Just hanging nice and loose. And then, the next inhale, we're coming back to this flat back position. So, hang on, let's do that. There we go. So these legs can kind of naturally straighten. The spine is lengthened, so we should have quite a stretch in the back of the legs and the spine. Probably really working into the sciatic muscle. Now, with each exhale, it's feeling the release. If this is optional, you want to strengthen, can we inhale, reaching the arms forward. Now, if you do need that subtle bend in the knees, let it happen. And this is a lot harder than I thought. Whenever you're ready, just exhale, collapsing down. Nice and loose, everything at ease. And then, slowly, inhaling. Up to our stand, finding yourself nice and tall. Those feet nice and planted. We tune into our breath. There we go. That's it. Shake, ease, whatever we need. But let's focus on these hips a little. So we can bring the hand onto the hips. Now we're going to do an awful lot with them. You might not get it, but it comes with time. To begin, we're going to make a figure of 8. Just starting slow. Now, as you're doing this, can we tilt the hips? So they go out and in a little. Feel it in the spine. Now you'll kind of naturally find which way you're tilting fits with which circle you're doing. I thought about describing it, but I don't even know how to start. Now, if we've been going one way, let's start going the other. And you can start to bring this tilting as well. Lovely. And then just easing that off as we come back. Letting everything hang. So shoulders drop. Let's stretch these sides a little more. So step the feet out. Maybe a half leg, maybe a little more. Toes pointing forward. Inhaling, one arm up. That reaches up. And exhale. The bottom arm can hang or hold the leg. Only going where is comfortable. That release with the exhale. And if we use the core, inhale it back. Exhaling, second side. To wherever we go. Feeling that release in the muscles. Each exhale. Ooh. Inhale, palms together. Down through heart center. Now, you might need to readjust, but we bring these legs out wider, roughly a leg distance apart this time. Flicking the toes forward. So you bring the hands onto the hips. Inhaling tall. Exhale down to halfway. Now at halfway, those hips are in line with the ankles. Finding this length, and we're purposely holding it here. It's building that little bit of strength in the back. Can we exhale, planting the palms somewhere onto the floor, whether it's palms, fingertips or fists. And we're just going to twist. So whenever you're ready, inhale. We're just going to lift one palm up into the air. You can look up at it if you like. Exhale. That palm lowers as we do the other side. And we're going to do this twice more to each side. That's inhale and lift. We exhale down. And just observing which parts of the body are moving. When we've had our three, you can just have a wide leg forward fold. Just letting the spine curl down. Whether the hands are on the floor in front, or the ankles, or holding elbows. It's all your choice. And then, slowly, inhale, nice and tall. Can we come straight into warrior two? Just sending one of the toes forward. I am far too wide. Those back toes come in, hips to the side or just slightly off. Inhaling tall. Exhale. Bending that front leg. Now with the shoulders slightly back and down. You can inhale the arms up if you want. Looking over the front fingers. Every inhale, almost as if these arms are becoming longer, stretching across the chest and upper back. Exhale, maybe releasing down bit by bit. It's being guided by the breath. As we inhale, coming out, we have two options. You can reset, or we can swivel the toes. Actually, whatever we're doing, drop the arms. Hands on hips, give them a shake off if we want. Finding the length in this chest again. As we exhale, bending this front knee. Checking our alignments. With the shoulders back and dropped, so we can inhale the arms up if we wish. As we repeat on this side. Inhale across the chest and back, all the way to the tips of the fingers. Exhales, releasing down. That's it. Do you inhale, lengthening the leg, dropping the arms. Big step or zigzag our way back in. Loosening shake, ease off. And then let's plant these feet. Finding our length, ready to balance. Using a wall if we want. Or if not, rooting these feet down. Now for a change, can we inhale? We're bringing the knee all the way up to begin with. Spoke too soon. If you'd rather lift the heel first, go for that. Rotate the ankle around if you like. In time, exhaling the knee out to the side. You have the other arms a balance. Breathing in tall out of the hips and standing foot. Tucking the heel in whenever you're ready, whether it's high or low. And when you're ready and still, inhale, reaching up. As they come together and down through heart center, the shoulders dropping. Every inhale, breathing in a little bit taller. Exhale, rooting down through the standing foot, strong and planted. Observing the breath, enjoying the stillness. And then, in your time, ease down as we plant this foot. Finding the stillness here. Now you can lift the heel up first if you like, or we can inhale the knee all the way up. Rotating if we did it before. When you're ready, exhaling out to the side. Finding that lift, this helps the balance. As we tuck this heel in. When you found it, inhale, reaching up and down through heart center again. Shoulders drop, chin tucked. It's becoming still, observing the breath. Energizing inhale. And that releasing, relaxing exhale. And when we're ready, just exhale, down again. ready to come to the floor. That shaky is whatever we want to do first. Now, just briefly though, let's bring the feet maybe roughly to the edges of the mat. So just making your downward dog stance wider than it is normally. Going down the normal way, so our usual forward fold. Let's inhale nice and tall. As we exhale, tucking the chin, rounding the shoulders, subtle bend in the knees. Using the tummy as brakes. Going down vertebrae by vertebrae. And then our forward fold. Staying here, releasing for a breath or two. And then stepping into dog. Whether it's walking the feet forward or stepping the feet back. It's keeping them that little bit wider. Those hips just lift up to the sky. That chest and head sink through. If you want to walk from foot to foot, you can. Or just enjoy the stillness. And then in the next few breaths, let's just exhale our way down. Be a forward fold. Sinking back into child. That chest and head just lowering towards the mat. Observing the breath. Finding that length in the spine. Just letting everything settle. When you're ready, just inhaling through to our all fours. It's palms under the shoulders, knees under the hips. Ready for our cat. That inhale, we curl from the base, looking up. That exhale, curling from the base, looking down or through the legs. Breath by breath. Bending the elbows as much as we want as we move. Just feeling through each of these vertebrae. And then, just coming back to our all four position, chest lifted. I'm just going to make this a twist. So with one palm pointing the fingers in, roughly to the edge of the mat. As we inhale, the other arm up. Exhale, scooping it through. The shoulder might come onto the mat, maybe the head. Just in this twist. Just breathing into it. If you like, you can inhale the top arm up to the ceiling. Next exhale, as we plant that hand back down, let's inhale our way back through, ready for the other side. Pointing the other fingers in at the edge of the mat, inhaling that arm up. Exhale, scooping down, shoulder maybe onto the mat, maybe the head. And as before, if you want to inhale the top arm up, you can. And exhale. This one lowers. Inhaling your way back through. Ready to come to lie down. Whether it's crossing the ankles as we roll over. Scooting to the front for that final bit of work in the core. So with that loose bend in the knees. Inhale, that chest lifted, arms up. And exhale, peeling our way down. Vertebrae by vertebrae. And when you're down, just have those knees loosely bent. Doesn't matter if they're wide or not. Just checking the chin is tucked in. And without lifting the hips, they're still staying on the mat. Just apply a little bit of pressure through these feet. It's enough to push the lower back on the mat. Releasing on the next exhale. Feeling that natural curve return. And then, let's bring the arms out to shoulder height. And just rock these knees side to side. Just gently allowing the momentum to build. And if it comes to the point where the knees come onto the floor, just leaving them there. That nice open twist. Looking over the opposite shoulder if you like. And gently cross to the other side. Inhaling center. Exhale over. Observing any difference on this side. Just allowing the exhale to just release us. In time, inhaling back to center. So we can hug these knees in towards the chest. Whether rocking or still. If the knees are going one way, maybe the head goes the other. As we come back, center in stillness. We inhale these arms and legs up into the air. And just observing a lower back pressing on the mat. And the shoulder blades and upper back too. Give these ankles and wrists a rotate around if we want. Being sure to go both ways. And then inhale, the arms through the legs, taking a hold of the outer edges of the feet, so his knees draw out and up. And then, in your time, exhaling slowly down to your relaxation position, whatever it may be. checking the chin is tucked in, and just settling, observing the points again, and the body supported by the mat. Tuning back into that breath, hearing the sounds and the movement within, just settling, relaxing and letting go. That breath naturally lengthens. And then just draw the awareness around the body, hailing energy as we exhale, releasing tension or stress. Starting at the crown of the head, forehead, eyes, nose, mouth and cheeks, chin, jaw and ear, front and back of the neck, shoulders and collarbone, elbows, wrists, front and back of the palms, fingers and fingertips, the front and back of the chest, and ribs and mid-back, tummy and lower back, hips and pelvic floor, thighs, knees, calves and shins, ankles, heels, balls of the feet, toes, the whole body. The whole body. Calm, relaxed, at ease. Gently coming back to this moment, hearing the sounds and the air touch your skin. You can begin to wiggle the toes and fingers as you make small movements. And if you like, inhaling the arms up overhead for a gentle stretch. And in time, as you lower the arms, hugging the knees in towards the chest. And then rolling over to any side. A brief moment of pause. As we slowly lift ourselves up to our comfortable seated position. Finding the spine long in length. Rooting down through the sit bones. And that chin tuck. Inhale. These palms come up, coming together. Exhaling everything back to heart center. Bowing our heads. Namaste.